The Boston Bruins just shocked so many people with a literal massive Game 1 win over the Florida Panthers. And I'm going to be talking about everything that this game has to offer here in this video and going into a deeper breakdown of it in tomorrow's video. But right now, I'm just getting an instant reaction, and I got a lot to talk about here. A lot of good stuff that we had seen from this game, and a lot of stuff that you're going to want to find out. But as usual, I'm not even going to ask you to subscribe this time, because if you want to stay up to date with the Bruins, you're going to have to follow, hit the sub button on this channel. I'll be keeping you up to date with everything, but you're going to want to hit this button, because I'm telling you, this Bruins team is looking scary. But let's get straight into the obvious here. This game was one where we had seen no rest from the Bruins from that Game 7 against the Toronto Maple Leafs into Game 1 here against the Florida Panthers. It was just like it was a continuation of the game, and the game went on another 60 minutes. From this box score, as you can see, the spread of points and goals and everything here in this game was just perfect. It was absolutely perfect from just about everybody on this team. There's some players who probably didn't play their best game, but it was made up with a lot of other plays from different players. This whole team really added up together to make this a much needed, a much, unexpected win to many. But, a lot of us here in the comments, a lot of you guys that are always here supporting me and supporting these videos, we knew that we were going to see a big game from our Bruins tonight, and boy, were we ever right. I'll blow this up again just to show you a little breakdown of the goals. Brandon Carlo, Mason Lohrei, what a snipe from the left circle, right over the shoulder of Sergei Bobrovsky. Justin Brazeau, an absolutely insane goal on that breakaway, coming down from the right wing, go for the backhand right over Bobrovsky's pad. But what a game, what a game, and I cannot say how proud I am of this team to continue the way they did, starting off, this series the way they ended the last one, finally getting that groove back. David Pastrnak seemed to be on his game once again, and the man who's been getting us to this point right now, Jeremy Swayman, having so much fun out there, smiling on every time the camera was on him. The puck was in the area that he was in the high danger opportunity. He was ready to go. He was smiling. He was laughing through it. And it's just so special what we're witnessing right now for Jeremy Swayman. I'm going to pull up the stat card for the Boston Bruins. As you know, I like to pull this up. Really a good view of how good players play, just kind of on a visual aspect. And you can see here, there is slim to no negatives. And even the negatives that are there, very, very, very low. So what a game from all these guys. Jake Debrusk, don't know why he's that low. I would give him a major boost up, especially with that the empty net goal. But regardless, you can see how positive this team was from the top to the bottom, and especially, just everybody that we needed to play good, everybody that we had hoped to see continue what they had done in last game in Game 7, stayed on that pace, stayed on that hot streak. David Pastrnak, like I said, once again, coming back to life from what we had seen in the regular season. That's the David Pastrnak we know. Mason Lohrei, a career game in my opinion here. Pavel Zacha, Parker Watherspoon, Trent Frederic, Brandon Carlo, Morgan Geekie, Justin Brazeau, James Van Riemsdyk, Derek Forward, everybody on this team deserves the props in this game, and I'm hoping that this team takes this momentum, and pushes it forward into a Game 2 on Wednesday, because I expect some big things coming from this team after this win, proving a lot of people that this Florida Panthers team, although it's still very good, still very dangerous, this series is nowhere near over. The Boston Bruins can pull anything off in these playoffs. We've seen some wild stuff so far, and I'm only expecting more craziness coming out of this team. Whether it's in this series, whether it's in a future one if they make it that far, this team is at a point now where they believe in themselves, they have the confidence, and they don't think anybody can stop them. But look at this now, too. I wanted to pull this up. The Florida Panthers stat card. This is pitiful. This is such a poor performance. Aaron Ekblad, Gustav Forsling, I thought those guys were supposed to stop our top dogs. Didn't see that here tonight. What a game that we had against these guys. And once again, this is not always going to look like this every game, so we had to take this game, learn from it, and just work our way into Game 2. Forget this game. It's a win, but we can't think that this is going to be this easy every game. The Florida Panthers still had a lot of shots, a lot of shots, a lot of high danger opportunities, but Jeremy Swayman was the guy that kept him in this game, and a lot of goals would have gone in, or a lot of shots would have gone in if it was not Jeremy Swayman or even Linus Ullmark in net. You never know. But regardless, this is an absolutely insane game. Now, I have a tweet from here from Connor Ryan. I just got a little breakdown of the game, which I think is the perfect way to describe this one. And it says, the Bruins beat the Panthers in game 1, 5-1. Impressive start for the Bruins, who get goals from Geekie, Lohrei, Carlo, Brazeau, and Debrusk. Swayman stellar once again. 38 saves on 39 shots. You're reading that right. Another one of the games where Jeremy Swayman has just been so impressive. He's on some special pace here. And I'm not trying to jinx anything. I don't want to jinx anything, but this is something that we are not going to witness for another long time. And we haven't witnessed in a long time. And this is another tweet here showing kind of what we're talking about here. This is from Big Head Hockey. The highest save percentage from a goalie in a postseason with a minimum 7 games. And this is all time. You can see Marty Turco in 07 and 952. Rogie Vachon in 953 in 1969. 2 years ago, Jake Ottinger in 2022 and 954 save percentage. And Jeremy Swayman this season going up from a 950 in this game to a 955. And it says it right there, exactly what we need to think about and need to acknowledge, but not flaunt. We can't give this too much, too much energy and put this on our bad side. But Swayman is playing all-time hockey right now, and that is the perfect way to describe what we're seeing right now from our number one in our hearts, on the ice, and on the stat card. So, once again, Jeremy Swayman, I'm so happy about what we're seeing right now, and it's only getting me more excited for what we're going to see, not just in this playoffs, not just in this series, but for the foreseeable future with his new contract. And I also have a tweet here from Frank Cervalli, kind of giving perspective into what I thought would have happened here for Game 2. 5 unanswered goals from the Bruins to take Game 1. Impressive showing from a quick turnaround. Jeremy Swayman has a 955 save percentage and 7 playoff starts. Unconscious, I said earlier today on Rundown that I'd go with Ullmark no matter what in Game 2. I take that back. And I will admit it as well, so do I. I had the thought that we may see Linus Ullmark here in Game 1, give Swayman that rest, but he don't want it. Swayman don't want the rest. He's ready to go, and we've seen that here tonight. We've seen that he wants to stay in this net for as long as he can, whether it be the rest of this playoffs, whether it be the rest of the series, or whether we see Linus Ullmark next game. Jeremy Swayman deserves to have a say in what he does for this team in this upcoming series. He's been helping us get to this point. He's the reason we're at this point and didn't lose to the Toronto Maple Leafs, but he has a lot in store for him, and this team certainly helped him out here in this game, and will continue to if they keep up this game in this series. So let me know what you think about the game. A very exciting one, such a performance from the Bruins that we're on a high right now. We got to keep this going into Game 2 from the fans aspect, from the stadium. The Bruins fans there, they were noticeable. I'll tell you that the Bruins fans in Florida were noticeable, and we have to get this team going again. So keep cheering for them. We need to see this once again. And I have nothing bad to say about this game. Nothing that I want to talk about. There's probably some things I can nitpick, but they don't deserve that this game. They deserve everything they got. So let me know what you think about the game down in the comments below. Make sure to give the video a like and hit the sub button. Like I said, you're not going to want to miss what this team has to offer in this playoff series and the rest of the playoffs, no matter how far they go. And I'll be keeping you up to date with everything. But like I said, I'm signing up. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.